2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Good afternoon, Sky Blue and White fans. Liam Cook here, coming to you live from a beautiful Butlin Road with live coverage of Rugby Town versus Coventry Sphinx. We are just a couple of minutes away from getting underway on this M6 Derby day. Let's get you into the starting lineups for both teams, starting off with our hosts of Rugby Town. Starting for the Valley today, number 1, Paul Hathaway. 2, Dan Summerfield. Number 3, Edwin Akunkora. Number 4, Liam Francis. Number 5, the captain, Josh Thomas. 6, Kane Elliott. 7, Teo Tucker. 8, Ethan O'Toole. Number 9, Mikey Taylor. Number 10, Hilton Arthur. And bear with me, folks, this one's going to cause me a lot of issues today. Number 11, Damien Asoymajokin. That's as good as you're going to get. On the bench for Rugby, number 12, Callum Ray. 14, Justin Mensah. 15, Ryan Sahota. 16, Barry Fitzharris. And number 17, Chris Clements. And for Coventry Sphinx this afternoon, number 1, Charlie Woods. 2, Riley Nicholson. 3, Finley Shorrock. 4, Jack Downs. 5, Patrick Zito. 6, Lewis Guest. Number 7, Jordan Hayward. 8, Callum Woodward. 9, the returning Shay Willock. 10, Kyle Carey. And 11, Callum Ballinger. Substitute for the Sky Blue and White. Number 12, Alex Locke. 14, Stan Dube. 15 is Andre Williams. 16, Callum Martin. And 17, Roan Nui. We are set to go at Butlin Road. The rivalry renewed. Both teams fighting for survival last season. The season before that, they were fighting for the title. Both have made impressive strides in the opening games of the new Northern Premier League campaign. Both safely in mid-table. Will it stay that way? Just a 1 point between them. Rugby in sky blue and white shirts with white shorts and sky blue socks. And Coventry Sphinx in their altered strip of red and navy hoops. And we are underway at Butlin Road. Coventry Sphinx kicking from right to left in front of the Coventry Sphinx camera. Thank you for joining us, as always, here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying today's coverage and follow us for more exclusive content from the club throughout the season. Mikey Taylor, sandwich between Ballinger and Zito, and it's Jack Downs who comes away with it. Throws it down the left-hand side to Kyle Carey, back in the starting line after a hamstring injury. Tries to keep within the confines of the pie, but just rolls over the line on this near side. Throw in 15 yards into rugby territory for the Valley to be taken by Dan Summerfield. With Taylor up line. Shark wins that aerial duel just over the head of Ballinger, who was pushed from behind. Shea Willett was definitely tripped from behind by Liam Francis. Free kick given in favour of the Sphinx on the halfway line. Towards the left of the park here at Butlin Road. Just looking in good order. Sphinx on the back of an impressive 1-1 draw at home to league leaders Corby. Got into the area by Nicholson. Agancora, and it's pumped clear by Ethan O'Toole. Here's Taylor, good control, finds Hilton Arthur on the left-hand side. They've got Teo Tucker joining them. Arthur, now Tucker on the fringes of the penalty area. Tucker, going to dance his way past Finney Shark. Woodward there too, trying to cover him off. Whipped in and whipped out for the goal kick. Not the best of crosses that Teo Tucker will ever produce. Of course, Keywood State, what's going on just down the M6 at the Coventry Building Society Arena as Coventry City host Sheffield Wednesday. I'll take you through some of the final scores, if we can, when we get the app loaded. Also, Crystal Palace with a 0-1 defeat at home to Liverpool in the Premier League. In the Championship, Burnley and Preston ended scoreless. Norwich with an impressive 4-0 victory at home to Hull, and it was 1-1 in the end between Portsmouth and Oxford. In League Two, Peterborough 2-1 victors at home to Stevenage. Fleetwood 0-0 against Bromley, and Grimsby lost 3-0 at home to Doncaster. Zito, beating Taylor mid-air. Now it's with Kyle Carey. Lobbed over the back line by Woodward. Hathaway's coming out to beat Shea Willett to it, and there was a trip on Shea Willett by Hathaway outside the penalty area, crucially. And Hathaway none too pleased with the low-knee Alchurch striker. Shouting in the face of the returning Sphinx number 9, who's been out since August bank holiday, the Bedworth game. Thanks to that red card, only a 3-match suspension, of course, but with the games not flowing as he would have liked. This is Willock's first appearance in over a month. Kyle Carey and Callum Woodward standing up over this one. Surely too tight an angle for Carey to even think about trying for a shot on goal. Guest and Zito waiting for the ball. It's the in-swinger by Woodward towards Willock. Nodding it up and out was Josh Thomas. Agancora finishes the job, brought down by Hilton Arthur. Loses that to Woodward, who can only dribble in into touch just shy of the penalty area. Linesman and the referee just had a quick word there. Nothing too untoward as we get the game underway again. It's with Edwin Agancora. Straight onto the head of Jack Downs. Headed on by O'Toole. Straight into touch on the halfway line. Coventry Sphinx throw on the right side. No nonsense stuff from Nicholson all the way back to Charlie Woods in his second Coventry Sphinx start, after joining from Alchurch from a Quorn shot stopper. Willock the target with Willock out of position. It floats over the head of Liam Francis to Paul Hathaway. Coventry Town legend, has been with rugby for the past 6 months. Hathaway up towards Taylor, doesn't have the legs on it. Downs nods it on, looking for Jordan Hayward, and Hayward will put Thomas under pressure here, and Thomas forced to punt it out, level with the box. A bit of an awkward clearance for the Valley captain. Invites Sphinx in with a quick throw from Hayward. The return was too quick from Callum Woodward, and the clearance from Agancora charged down by the Sphinx skipper, throwing in virtually the same position for the home side, which Edwin Agancora will take towards Osama Joykin. And nodded out from behind by Riley Nicholson. A good few yards on that throw. Agancora again, Osama Joykin and Taylor are there. Nodded down by Taylor, but picked off by Jack Downs. Thumped upfield by the newly shorn Lewis Guest. Offside flag raised against Shea Willock, who thought he'd forced the throw in on Josh Thomas there. And well, it's been a fast and furious start at the G-Tech Community Stadium in the Premier League. Inside the first 4 minutes, it's Brentford 1, Wolves 1. Nathan Collins scoring for Brentford against his old team. And then Wolves equalising through Mateus Cunha. West Ham also won up at home to Ipswich. And we'll of course keep what's going on around the grounds in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. A whole array of fixtures, but 2 have been cancelled. Wellingborough's home match is off due to issues with the pitch, and the trip to Corby for Walsall Wood is off due to a mounting spiral of problems for the Wood. And again, Shea Willock forcing Josh Thomas into a hasty clearance on that far side of the field. Good pressure from the big number 9. An early goal already at Grange Park. Long Eaton 1-0 up at home to Bedworth United, who have today made 2 striker signings. Elsewhere, Quorn playing Grantham, racing to Warwick against Lye. Nicholson stuttering as he gets ready to take the throw. It's in towards Callum Woodward. Beaten in the area, now it's Jack Downs into the area. Jack Downs straight to the gut of Hathaway. First effort of the game, Jack Downs testing the veteran between the sticks. Elsewhere in the easy pickings there for Kyle Carey, trying to turn it around. Paul Hathaway. An uncharacteristic miss from Kyle Carey, as Rugby giving it away very cheaply. Right, now we'll get you into the rest of the action. Racing Club Warwick at home to live Rugby, of course, against Coventry Sphinx. Live coverage here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Shepshed Dynamo will take on Boldmere St Michael's, and Sutton Coldfield versus Loughborough Students. Coventry Sphinx with the best of the action in the opening 8 minutes. It remains 0-0, but Carl Carey had a golden opportunity to put the Sphinx in front. Hathaway looking for Hilton Arthur, and a bit too much pushing and pulling there from Riley Nicholson on Damien Osmore Jokin. He gives the free kick 10 yards into Sphinx territory. Ethan O'Toole standing over it. Josh Thomas coming up from the back. It's a short one by O'Toole to Agankura. Whipped in by the left back. Taylor's in there, as was Josh Thomas. Chested down by Liam Francis, who hit the deck. Referee says no. Jordan Hayward looked to be steaming away, but a last-ditch slide in by Agankura prevents the counter-attack. But back into the danger zone. It's Lewis Guest who clears the lines this time. Carey. Taylor Tucker with the interception from Carey's header. Now Dan Summerfield on the halfway line. Lobs it towards the box. No one home for Rugby. Patrick Zito with a cushion header out on this near side. Rugby firing into life with that free kick. Throw in just down line from the penalty area to Rugby Town. Summerfield takes the throw. It's a 1-2 with Tucker. Pulls it away from Jack Downs. O'Toole. Hitting hope from Dan Summerfield. Not a million miles away from the right back. But not one that's going to cause Charlie Woods any sleepless nights tonight. Sutton Coldfield have just taken the lead at home to Loughborough Students. A 10-minute goal through Cameron Collins puts Sutton Coldfield in front. And the goals really are flowing thick and fast in the Premier League. Ipswich have just equalised at West Ham United. Mikel Antonio with a first-minute goal for the Hammers, and now in the 6th minute, Liam Delap has scored his third goal in 2 matches. And John Hayward sliding in on Paul Hathaway there. Agankura playing Hathaway into danger, and Rugby Town are not looking comfortable at the back. Launched upfield to Osama Jokin, who couldn't control the ball. Rugby at 6s and 7s in their own half at the moment. Throw by Rickelson. Ballinger to Nicholson again. Here's Lewis Guest. Across the back line to Patrick Zito. Sharks there. Goes down the middle looking for Kyle Carey. Cut out by O'Toole. Tucker. Steaming in with Shark. Stops Tucker in his tracks. Here's Kyle Carey. Turns away from the number 7. Jack Downs. Hooks it up line. Willock wasn't making the run. And it's collected by Paul Hathaway. Josh Thomas, the Valley skipper. We want a bit more communication at the back after an indifferent defensive start. And his ball done left to Akincourt looked good, but Akincourt stretched for it and just poked it over the line. Deep into Sphinx territory now. It will be a throw-in for the away side. Nicholson looks for Shea Willock. Willock shrugs Thomas aside into the centre circle with Jack Downs. Shorrock. Onto time and space in the middle. It's with Downs again. Woodward wants it, but it's behind to Callum Ballinger. Drill towards Shea Willock. Easy challenge from Ethan O'Toole. Referee says it's fine. Little trip from behind on Teo Tucker from Willock. Again, referee says it's all good. Willock barging over Josh Thomas. Look, a good battle of strength there with the rugby number 5, but the referee feels that it was a little bit too much in our exchange. Luke Scott, the man in black this afternoon. Held by the referee, trying to nod it away from Mikey Taylor. Didn't get the power behind the header and then leant in with the left arm. And bad news for Sphinx here. Shea Willock seems to have an issue in the centre circle. Thankfully back to his feet. Last thing Sphinx want to do is lose their main striking option. Only 12 minutes after getting him back. And it will be Ethan O'Toole for Rugby Town. Certainly a shooting position. He gets the power behind this one. Woods will have a decision to make. 3 men in the wall. Carey, Woodward and Ballinger. And only Jordan Hayward staying up for the Sphinx. O'Toole takes it short to Dan Summerfield. Floated it in, but couldn't find the option at the far post, and Liam Francis. It will be a goal kick to Coventry Sphinx. 13 minutes gone. Rugby 0, Sphinx 0 at Butlin Road. Going the championship, Sheffield United have taken the lead at home to Luton through Raksai on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Bedworth United have already equalised at Long Eaton. A first minute goal from Owen Betts puts Long Eaton in front, but now Mitch Candlin has equalised for the Greenbacks. Charlie Woods away, looking for Shea Willock. Gets his head on that one before Liam Francis, but only as far as Paul Hathaway between the sticks for Rugby Town. Hathaway towards the left-hand side of the park. As I'm joking up for it, nods it across to Akincourt. Strong challenge by Lewis Guest. Ballinger. And hooks out, meet the run of Jordan Hayward. It didn't come to fruition. Now in Sphinx territory, Rugby have the play. So with Hilton Arthur, and not the best of strikes from the Rugby number 10, skews to the right. Let's all go in the pitching in Northern Premier League. Midlands Quorn 1-0 up now at home to Grantham Town. Player manager Ryan Bezic with the opening goal for the Reds. And the next time we come on air to you here on the Sphinx YouTube channel, this coming Tuesday, a trip to AFC Rushden and Diamonds, a much improved start for a side who narrowly escaped relegation with the skin of their teeth last year. Looking forward to that one. 7:45 kickoff here on our YouTube channel. To the short Tails and move down the right-hand side, nodding it into touch, and the pressure from Mikey Taylor, but then knocking on the door of the Sky Blue and White's penalty area are Rugby. It's in the hands of Dan Summerfield. Who can you find in the Sky Blue shirt? O'Toole and Elliott both there. As is Teo Tucker, and it's towards O'Toole. Poor touch by O'Toole. Launched away towards Shea Willock. Thomas has to get this one right with Willock lurking menacing and does, finds Akankora. Towering header by Nicholson and by Ballinger. Hayward over the back line, and Willock trying to be halfway to it, but was a few paces behind the ball. And Paul Hathaway with the simple gather and quickly distributed to Josh Thomas. Chip ball left-hand side, looking for Hilton Arthur. Runs away from Guest. And avoids the challenge of Jack Downs. Finds Thomas. On the left side of up front, here's Kane Elliott. Thomas again. Looks for the run of Akankora. Hayward tried to get something on that one and eventually makes the block on Edwin Akankora's cross. Out of play for a throw-in level with the penalty area. Rugby starting to find their way into this game. Quick throw to Azumajoykan. Tried to get the return ball back to Akankora, but Nicholson not allowing that one. It's for another throw, the same position. Again, Damien Azumajoykan is there in support, but is Arthur looking for a quick route into the area. It's cross in by Akankora. Teo Tucker chests it down with his back to goal. After the box down to pressure from Fendi Shark. Elliott, Rugby being forced away from the Sphinx box. Switches the play by Elliott. And Hayward brings it down under pressure from Edwin Akankora. Slides in on Azumajoykan. And Azumajoykan had his back turned to Hayward. Free kick given and a yellow card against the sliding Hayward. Jordan Hayward absolutely furious. Even shouting at the prone Rugby man. And the physio immediately called over to deal with Damien Azumajoykan. Well, Hayward had already begun the slide as Azumajoykan arrived on the scene, twisted to try and bring the ball under control. So that meant that Hayward went through the heels of the Rugby number 11. No doubt that Hayward was going for the ball, but it doesn't make it hurt any less for the Rugby man. I wonder if the substitute in case Azumajoykan can't continue. Callum Ray, Justin Mensah, Ryan Sahota, Barry Fitzharris and Chris Clements. Won't be surprised what the old magic sponge can do, so we'll have to wait and see if Damien Azumajoykan can return to the field. Leicester now 1-0 up at home to Bournemouth in the Premier League. Buona Notte with the goal for the Foxes. In the Championship, Plymouth have taken the lead at home to Blackburn, who were in form until they met a certain Coventry City side on Tuesday. Talking of the Sky Blues, still 0-0 between Mark Robbins' side and Sheffield Wednesday, managed by Danny Rowe. And good news for Rugby fans, Damien Azumajoykan is back on his feet and treks over to the far side of the field, where he'll wait to be invited back onto the pitch by this afternoon's referee, Luke Scott. And Ethan O'Toole will get us underway again with this free kick. Over the past 5 minutes or so, Rugby have decided to take control of this game after a strong start from Sphinx. O'Toole lining it up. And arriving at the far post was Liam Francis, but hooked clear before he could reach him by Lewis Guest. Akankora keeps it alive, lobs it towards the net, headed away by Hayward. Now Callum Woodward plays it on for Hayward. Can he get to the ball before it heads over the line? Well, I think it did cross the line, but the referee has pulled it back before it reached the line for the free kick on Callum Woodward. No real appeals from Hayward that he wanted to continue, so I assume that when he arrived on the scene, the ball had already crossed the line as he tried to continue the counter. Sphinx need to get a bit more momentum. They started the game well, but Rugby have started to seize control of play. Charlie Woods, the former Quorn shot stopper in the fluorescent yellow goalkeeping strip, looks for Willock, pushing the back on Shea Willock. Referee says no. And Kerr was expecting that Willock was going to bring it under control, so didn't try to bring the ball down. And it bounces out level with Rugby's penalty area for a throw to be taken by Dan Summerfield. Field getting his orders from Mikey Taylor. Mudded up and away by Finn Shurrock. Hayward. Was that a high boot against Jordan Hayward? Yes, it was, as Josh Thomas put his head into a dangerous position. He got the ball first, crucially, and Hayward, of course, has got to be careful now. He's already on that yellow card. Well, last time that we were here at Butlin Road, it ended in a 2-1 Sphinx victory, as the Rugby goalkeeper was sent off on his debut. Rugby fought on with 10 men, but were unable to best Sphinx. And that victory actually proved crucial in Sphinx's survival. Hathaway. Nodded up by Hilton Arthur on the edge of the area. Mikey Taylor is there. Arthur. The ball bobbles to the right-hand side. And Kane Elliott just thought about trying to meet that ball and flip it towards the net. Realised he wouldn't reach it in time. Goal kick flicked on with the head of Kane Elliott. Here's Hayward. And Ballinger not giving up on this one, but out crowded in the midfield. Cleared as far as Finley Shorrock. Ballinger just let it roll away from him, and Summerfield fonts it away. Guest chested on by Hilton Arthur. Teo Tucker, and the referee has given a free kick for an infringement on Hilton Arthur. Sphinx falling foul. The referee's whistle on a few too many occasions at this stage of the game. We're exactly halfway through the first half here at Butlin Road. Remember to hit that like button if you are enjoying this afternoon's coverage on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Subscribe for more exclusive content, including exclusive highlights to be released tonight. Make sure to check out our commentary for the Richmond Diamonds game on Tuesday. O'Toole on set-piece duty once more. Taylor wrestling with Lewis Guest in the area. Taylor got the header away, but too much height on the effort from the Rugby number 9. It's all going on at G-Tech Community Stadium. Brentford now 2-1 up with Brian and Buemo. Quorn 2-0 up at home to Grantham Town in their match in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Plenty of goals flying in around the grounds. And Shea Willock from the goal kick. He's got a yellow card here. Was it a wayward arm into the mouth of Ethan O'Toole? The referee getting very card happy for Coventry Sphinx's liking. Remains at 0-0 as it heads towards the 25-minute mark. Just 1 point in the table separates these two sides, although Rugby have played a game more. Dan Summerfield with the ball at his feet, about 5 yards into his own half of the park. Summerfield floats it towards the danger zone. It's a good strong header away by Nicholson. No one really up there for Sphinx to carry on the counter. Akincourt reflects on the head of Thomas, only as far as the head of vice-captain Lewis Guest. Hayward, only enough space down that right side if you can find Ballinger, but it's nodded away by Akincourt. Now to the number 10, Hilton Arthur. Osmo jogging to his left, Taylor to his right, goes all the way right to Teo Tucker. Open run being made by Summerfield. Low and into the area, and Charlie Woods gathers at the near post. Arthur didn't arrive on the scene in time. Good burst of pace on show from the Valley. Shorrock only his second start of the league season after a lengthy injury, headed on by Ballinger. Here's the big number 9 for Coventry Sphinx in Shea Willock. A little two-handed there was Ethan O'Toole, as Willock to shield the ball away from the Rugby number 8, and Coventry Sphinx with the free kick on the left side of the box, which Callum Woodward and Kyle Carey will stand over. Manager Carl Adams unhappy that Rugby were left in this position. Will they be made to rue their mistake even further as Callum Woodward takes sole responsibility for the set piece? It is Woodward towards Willock at the far post and headed into the goalkeeper's hands by Josh Thomas. Halfway slipped as he disputed the ball, and it's picked up on the right side of the park by Riley Nicholson. Taylor accepts the apologies of the Kozal legend. Downs. Launches that one up to Ballinger. Who got the final touch on that one? It was indeed Callum Ballinger, and he's left in bemusements on the far side of the field. He went toe-to-toe with Edwin Akincourt. Feels that the number 3 got the better of the ball. As Ballinger hit the deck, referee and assistant in unison not agreeing with that one. Nicholson wins that aerial duel from the throw. Ballinger heads on towards Shea Willock, shields the ball well from Thomas. Woodward made the run through, but it's only as far as Kane Elliott, who finds Mikey Taylor up front. Taylor trying to beat Nicholson for pace. Chip ball to the right. Well, Peter Crouch wasn't going to get on the end of that one, let alone Teo Tucker. Straight out for a throw, just down the line from the Coventry Sphinx penalty area, taken quickly by Finley Shorrock to Charlie Woods. His second Sphinx appearance, replacing Keenan Fallows between the Sixers. This week signed on a two-way with Hinckley. And Woods got the distance on that kick, but it's out of play for a throw right in the corner in Rugby's backyard. Ron Nui warming up in front of the corner flag there, we see. Summerfield's got to get this one right. Rugby can ill afford to lose possession in this area of the park. As Taylor gets there ahead of Jack Downs, with Jordan Hayward shielding the ball by Ozama Jokin. His control's too heavy, taking it into the path of Akincourt. Tucker the target. Nicholson, fantastic slide in on Damien Azama Jokin from Riley Nicholson. Now Jack Downs, space out on the left-hand side with Finley Shorrock. Didn't quite have the legs to find Shorrock, but finds Shea Willock instead. Here's Ballinger. We know he can hit. Done steadies himself. It's Ballinger deflected behind. Sphinx will have the corner off the head of a sky blue shirt. And there's been a goal at the CBS Arena. Jack Rodoni puts Coventry City 1-0 up. Coventry City won on the M6 at the CBS Arena. Callum Woodward from the left corner. He was making a mess of himself. Halfway came for it, didn't claim it. Kept in by Shea Willock. The offside flag is up as Jordan Hayward took a swing at it. Or did it cross the line for the goal kick? Either way, it's back in Rugby's favour. And what a game it is. Went 2-1 up. Then it was 2-2 from Wolves in the 26th minute. Now it's 3-2 to Brentford in the 28th minute through Christian Norgard. And also a surprise storyline at the Etihad. Manchester City 0, Fulham 1. Akincourt goes down with injury. Referee doesn't want to know. Mikey Taylor chips it to the left-hand side for Hilton Arthur. Doesn't reach the number 10 Afra from the far side to Coventry Sphinx, and Carl Adams is livid that Akincourt didn't get the foul. Seemed to take a blow to the leg from a Sphinx man. I didn't get a clear view of it. It's played short from the throw by Nicholson to Charlie Woods. Half an hour played at Butlin Road. It's still scoreless between the former title rivals Rugby and Coventry. Woods looks for Willock. Headed on by Shea Willock. Ballinger trying to get on the end of that one. Headed back to the goalkeeper by Josh Thomas. Clear cut defending from the Valley skipper. Half away to play it off the deck towards Ozama Jokin. Collected by Downs in anchoring midfield. Shoves aside the challenge of O'Toole. Looked to thread it through for Kyle Carey, slid away by Dan Summerfield. Shorrock keeps it alive for the Sphinx. Willock onto Hayward, through ball for Willock. Just had too much power on the ball. And Paul Hathaway with a grateful gather between the white lines. Hathaway's delivery. Guest. Watch it down to Jordan Hayward. Gets there ahead of Edwin Akinkora, who got the final touch. It was the Rugby left back, and it's taken quickly by Jordan Hayward, who saw the run of Callum Ballinger. Gets there ahead of Kane Elliott. Hayward again, trying not to slow the move down. Out-muscled in the end by Damien Osamojokan. Asking a bit much of the number 10, Hilton Arthur. Will he get there before the ball bounces out of play? No, he won't. It was an ambitious ball. A little too ambitious. So out it goes for the goal kick. As always, we'll be going off air at half-time for 10 minutes for a quick drinks break. So get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot. We're leaning towards the latter of those two as the season goes on. And get back here for 4 o'clock. That's for an October day. It is pretty warm here. Beautiful blue sky over Rugby. And I must say, Butlin Road has one of my favourite views. To the left, you've got the town of Rugby. And in front of us and to the right, you've got the beautiful steeping hills. And right in front of us, there's those white lines. Between it, the hollow turf of Butlin Road. Jordan Hayward, crossing opportunity for Sphinx. Whips it in towards Ballinger. Headed away by Summerfield before he could reach Kyle Carey. Shorrock, thumped away again by Dan Summerfield. And out of play for the throw-in around the halfway point. Back and forth tie here at Butlin Road. Downs. Try to thread it through for Callum Ballinger. Ballinger wasn't ready for it. Safely back with Paul Hathaway. Hathaway. The head of guess only as far as Damien Osamojokan. Arthur was ready for it, but it was too central, straight to the feet of Guess. Jordan Hayward. Long range ball up to Kyle Carey. Can he get there before it crosses the line? Yes, he does. Back heel, but given away. Or is it? Charged down, my guess, is the attempted clearance from Rugby's Liam Francis. It will be a throw-in to Rugby Town level with their own box. We were saying before the game, it's a very tough one to call. Both sides have made massive improvements since the relegation battle of last season. And it has proven to be a tight affair in the opening 34 minutes. Still no score. Akinkora dispossessed from behind by Hayward. Here's Jack Downs. Plays a 1-2 with Callum Woodward. Shark free on the left-hand side. Now under pressure from Teo Thomas. Zito. Back with Charlie Woods. And Woods gets some distance on that one towards Kyle Carey. Chest control by Carey. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Now he's got options in Jack Downs. Woodward to his right. Finds the skipper. Shea Willock. Juggles it over the head of Liam Francis, but catches the defender. Ethan O'Toole, I believe it was. No doubt again that Willock was going for the ball. But like Jordan Hayward, Willock has to be careful. Willock already the recipient of a yellow card. And the referee wants a word with the Coventry number 9. It would be a rather soft way to send the Church Loney off. But I think it's certainly going to be a final warning for Shea Willock. Still remonstrating with the Sphinx striker and captain. There will be no further punishment. But Willock is going to be walking a tightrope for the rest of this game. And surprise, surprise, at the Etihad, Manchester City have equalised after Andreas Pereira's 26-minute goal for Fulham. Mateo Kovacic has just got one back for the Premier League champions. Lie are now 1-0 up at Racing Club Warwick. It's 1-1 between Shepton and Boldmere. And Sutton Coldfield have just scored a second at home to Loughborough. Nicholson. Barging as a Majokan aside. Good strength on show from the Sphinx right back. He's making an impression today with the imminent return of Joe Percy next. Chords as he ran through with a challenge on Callum Woodward, and Woodward screaming in the face of his opposite number. Obviously feeling that O'Toole was a bit dishonest in trying to get that foul. Shorrock, there's space in the middle for Shea Willock. Hayward wants it played through. Looked like he was going to stray offside, and bundled over from behind by Ethan O'Toole, who could be a bit frustrated after not getting the foul from Woodward. So free kick in a dangerous position for Coventry Sphinx. The game descending into not quite anarchy, but certainly a rather feisty mood in the last couple of minutes. 8 minutes to go until the break, plus stoppages. Kyle Carey is going to get the nod for this one. Surely too far out to have a real crack at it. But the only man in this arena who believes he will have a chance at goal is Carey himself. Never one to be short of confidence. The Sphinx will be ready for any second comings. Straight at the wall. And Carey gets it back. Downs, back to Carey. Again, can't find his way through a sea of sky blue. Taylor ducks out of that chance with Willock. Shea Willock just whips it over the woodwork. Willock looking for a second goal in Sphinx colours. The effort from Willock was dipping, but it needed a few more yards on it. Long-Eaton have now taken the lead again through James Taylor against Bedworth United. Now 2-1 to the Blues at Grange Park. Half away with the ball at his feet on the edge of the 6-yard box. There it goes from the veteran shot stopper, Zito. Wins that battle with Mikey Taylor. Josh Thomas will get to the seconds first. Ballinger putting him under pressure. Hooked upfield by Thomas. Asamoah beaten mid-air by Ronnie Nicholson, with the seconds played on by Akankora. Mikey Taylor. Now it's with Hilton Arthur. Into the air he goes. Arthur! Across the line! Through Teo Tucker! Not the most spectacular finish in the world, but a spectacular celebration from the rugby number 6 of goal. And Tucker with the easiest finish in the whole season.
39th minute. Teo Tucker. If you have number 39 on your golden goal ticket, please go and see Danny on the transfer.
Hilton Arthur threading his way through into the penalty area, dragging Charlie Woods to his near post. As the ball was released, there, waiting in bated breath, was Teo Tucker, ready to sweep the ball into an unguarded net. Rugby take the lead at Butling Road. It's Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0. So Sphinx will need to do it the hard way in the second half, it appears. We're back underway. Sphinx have 5 minutes before the break to get something out of this one. Mikey Taylor charging down Finn Shorrock. Throw in to the Sphinx, but deep into their own territory. Shorrock. Nodded out by Ethan O'Toole, who thought he was being snooped from behind by Callum Woodward. Referee says nothing doing. The throw taken after a delay from the rugby management. Launched upfield by Woods. And flicked behind for the corner. Despite the best efforts of Summerfield, it came off the head of Liam Francis. Woodward and Ballinger were thinking about the quick one, but they're going to go for a more conventional route into the box. Callum Woodward, the captain, trying to get Sphinx back on the front foot. keeping free up. Let's head away the near post by Summerfield. Easy pickings for the Valley right back. Tucker. Summerfield gets some distance on that one. O'Toole the target, headed away by Jack Downs. Lewis Guest keeps it on. Summerfield with the volley clearance. Sharrock switching the play to Pat Zito. Off the head of Josh Thomas on that far side of the field. It will trickle out for the throw. So deep into rugby territory. Can Sphinx strike back early? Kyle Carey unleashes a venomous strike that cannons off the roof of the stand. Still all to play for here at Butlin Road, but Rugby Town lead by 1 goal to 0 through Teo Tucker. Downs nods on from the goal kick. Willock, he's trying to catch Paul Hathaway off his line. Well, he's not only whipped it over the woodwork, he sent it sky high out of the ground. I don't think that one will be hitting the highlight reel tonight. Half away. Ozomajokin heads on to Mikey Taylor, who's been a bit quiet this afternoon. Downs and Ballinger getting in each other's way. Tucker down the right-hand side. Charlie Woods has to slide it away under pressure from Milton Arthur. And throw in just down line for the penalty area to be taken by Dan Summerfield. He's got Kane Elliott in his presence. Plays it short with Arthur. Through the legs of Kyle Carey from Summerfield, but intercepted by Woodward. Liam Fresh has tried to cushion it for Summerfield, but out for the throw. Precious seconds ticking away in this first half. Downs switching the play towards Jordan Hayward. They'll find a route in from the right. Hayward. It's over Shea Willock, and Summerfield should bring that one to feet. And clears without any haste. Now it's with Mikey Taylor. Taking on Lewis Guest. Loses that one-on-one duel with the Sphinx vice-captain. The seconds fall to Arthur. Now here's Mikey Taylor. Didn't hit that one as Cleese would have liked to, and it bubbles into the grateful grasp of Woods. Woods. Done by Willock, looking for Kyle Carey. Easy pickings for Josh Thomas. Arthur beaten in that aerial. Soft free kick given against Shea Willock there. Just looked like a little tussle between himself and Liam Francis. Rugby maintained possession. Referee could have let that one flow. About to enter added time. I'd say no more than 2 minutes.
Has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes.
Well, there's where the commentators wrong. 3 added minutes have been indicated. Sphinx have 3 minutes to get themselves level before the break, or can Rugby double their money here? Tucker. Ozomajokin. Chested down by Hilton Arthur. Couldn't find a sky blue shirt with a cross and hooked away forward to the ball. Akinkora back to Hathaway. And dinked over Shea Willock to Edwin Akinkora. Heads away from Jordan Hayward. Hayward with the follow here. Jordan Hayward is already on a yellow card. And the referee with some thinking to do. Captain Callum Woodward is in presence too. I think it's just going to be a final warning, but Hayward can count himself a little bit fortunate there. The free kick after more than half of any time's been played, and an early substitution here. Andre Williams on for Jordan Hayward, and you see how angry Hayward is as he leaves the field on the far side. That he was becoming a danger to the Coventry Sphinx team. One more challenge and it would be a red card. Hayward making his views felt as he leaves the field. A rare first half substitution without the need of injury, but you have to feel it's the right one. Elliott. As a Majokin, slide in by Callum Woodward, takes it cleanly to Shea Willock. That wasn't a clear set of challenges from Damien Osamojokin, but the referee says it's fair, as was that lunging by Lewis Guess. It's getting a bit meaty down there on the hallowed turf at Butlin Road. I think it's probably a good time for half-timers. Oh, one of the rugby coaches shoving Sean Thomas away from the ball, trying to speed up play. Now Callum Ballinger hitting the deck. Well, I think both teams need that 15 minutes in the dressing room just to calm down. Callum Woodward to float it into the danger zone. And all good one is Holloway. Holloway sees it going just wide of the rugby net. Nearly went all the way from the free kick from Callum Woodward. Well, this will surely be the end of the first half. And it's a first half that Coventry Sphinx will be happy to see the back of. Not as they've played below par, just because there have been certain things happening in this first half that they haven't been too happy with. The fouls of Willock and Jordan Hayward, of course, the goal scored by Teo Thomas. They want to get inside their own dressing room and regroup. Will they do so? 1-0 down or 2-0 down? Referee says play on after a little shove from Luke Downs, but it's wasted by Ethan O'Toole as he launches it into the box. No one home for the Valley, but they head into half-time 1-0 up. Sphinx with the strongest of sides in the opening 15 minutes, but Rugby found their way into the match and got there just as through Teo Thomas. It became a little heated towards the end of the opening period, leading to Jordan Hayward to be dragged off before he was sent off, with Andre Williams replacing him in the final couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're not going to want to miss the exciting conclusion of this pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands match. Half-time score, Coventry Sphinx 0, Rugby Town 1. And before we Carl Adams not too happy with the conduct of the referees in that first half, let's take you through the half-time scores and the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Of course, the game between Corby and Walsall called off after the resignation of Ian Long and rumoured issues at the club. Long Eaton 2, Bedworth United 1, Corn 2, Grantham Town 0, Racing Club Warwick 1, Lye Town 2, Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0, Shepshed 1, Sutton Coldfield 2, Loughborough Students 0, and the game between Wellingborough Town and Worcester City was called off due to an unplayable pitch. And at the CBS Arena, Coventry City were leading 1-0, but just before the break, with virtually the last kick, there has been a goal through Gassama for Sheffield Wednesday. So at half-time at the CBS, it's Coventry City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. So not going all swimmingly for the Coventry sides this afternoon. Let's see what the half-time break can bring. Half-time score, again, Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0. We're going off air for the next 10 minutes here on the Sphinx YouTube channel. Welcome back to live and exclusive commentary of this pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands clash between local rivals Rugby Town and Coventry Sphinx. The second half is just set to kick off. Liam Cook with you throughout the entirety of this afternoon's coverage. You can find me on Twitter if you like at @TheRealLiamCook. And I've just started off a new TikTok channel if you want to check out some of my old coverage and the matchday reviews on there. It's Cookie on Commentary if you search it on there. Or the @ symbol is @Cookie on Comms with 2 M's. Hard-time score at Butlin Road. Coventry Sphinx losing by 1-0 against former league rivals Rugby Town. And they have been forced into a substitution at the end of the first half. Not due to injury, but due to disciplinary issues, as Jordan Hayward was 1 tackle away from being withdrawn by the referee's hand rather than the manager's. So he's been replaced by Andre Williams, who will take that spot on the right-hand side of the front three for the remainder of the game. Sphinx kicking from left to right as we are underway again. Sphinx in their changed strip of red and navy. Rugby in their home strip of sky, blue and white. First thing, the early throw there. Ball from the back headed out by Josh Thomas. It's Ronnie Nicholson. All the way back to Charlie Woods. Zito. Under pressure there from the number 10. And Hilton. Wants to scramble it away. Curve brought to feet well by Kyle Carey. Jack down through the middle. Woodward. That's for Andre Williams. Away by Agankora. Now it's with Damien Asamoah-Jokin. Hilton Arthur looking to find his way through. Low drive into the area and turn that for the corner by Lewis Guest. Early pressure on show from the Valley. So corner kick for the away side. Opportunity for Ethan O'Toole to double Rugby's advantage. All lined up in front of Charlie Woods' net. And they scatter out. Diving header away by Callum Woodward. Not the routine that Ethan O'Toole had envisaged in his head. And Ballinger has kept it in on this near side. Thomas cuts across. Has played down the right-hand side to Andre Williams. Covered up by Summerfield. Tried to find Ballinger again. Didn't have to home turf. Bounces harmlessly into the penalty area. Charlie Woods with the gather. Sphinx have got a point to prove in this second half. It's Charlie Woods away. Off to the left-hand side, headed away by Summerfield, away from Carey. Kane Elliott holds off Jack Downs well. Teo Tucker, forced over the white line by Finn Shorrock. Good strength on show by the Sphinx left-back. Plays a 1-2 with Woodward. Jack Downs swings it up towards Shea Willock, headed away by Liam Francis, high into the sky by Callum Woodward, the Sphinx veteran and captain. Downs. Carey the target. It's Kane Elliott. He finds Francis and towards Mikey Taylor. And can he get it past Charlie Woods? No, he can't. But the seconds fall to Hilton Arthur. Tries to dink it over Charlie Woods, but it's wide of the mark. Rugby will be kicking themselves. They didn't get the second goal there. 2 golden opportunities for the Valley. Will they be made to pay for that later? Well, it's Woods launching it upfield towards the right-hand side. Nicholson nods it into touch under pressure from behind by Damien Asamoah-Jokin. And Agankora wants to take it quickly. Up it goes towards Asamoah-Jokin. Nicholson headed up rather than that by Zito. Arthur couldn't reach it. Now to Kyle Carey on the left side. Little tangle. Leaves Carey on the deck. And opens the door for Teo Tucker down the right-hand side. Summerfield. Arthur couldn't keep the header down. Goal kick for the Sphinx. 5 minutes gone in the second half, 0-0. But it's looking more promising rugby than it is for Coventry. Woods distributes. Francis gets his bonce on that one towards Mikey Taylor, being held from behind by Patrick Zito. And the referee with only one decision to make, and Zito's heading in the book. Sphinx can't afford to lose their heads here, and they can't afford to lose a player of the importance of Patrick Zito. Taking one for the team there, the big number 5. O'Toole on centre stage for Rugby Town. Everyone but Agancora and Summerfield is in and around that penalty area. The second goal could be incoming. And only denied by a brilliant save from Charlie Woods. The header by Josh Thomas. Shepherded out by Uzma Joykin. Woods proving his worth between the sticks. Corner kick for Ethan O'Toole. It's been all rugby after the break. They need to make this momentum count before they lose it. O'Toole towards Taylor at the far post, a good header away. The second's collected by Kane Elliott. Elliott trying to find room to cross, blocked off by Ballinger. Twisting and turning is Teo Tucker. Downs had got his body between player and ball, but Tucker does get the cross in. Didn't have the power behind it. It's an easy collection for Woods, and Woods away, looking for Kyle Carey. The Sphinx top scorer. A hamstring issue, now trying to find a way around Summerfield. The referee wants the penalty spot. Taylor got the wrong side. Carey got the wrong side of Dan Summerfield. And an ill-judged attempt to take the ball away from the rugby right-back results in a penalty kick for the Sphinx. Rugby arguing their case, but the referee's mind is made up. Carey's pace and trickery paying dividends as Summerfield is caught out. And only one man is going to step up and take it. The captain, Callum Woodward, the man who bleeds sky blue against the veteran shot stopper, Paul Hathaway, has faced hundreds of penalties in his time. The battle of the wise heads. And saved onto the post, and it crossed, no, it didn't! Paul Hathaway for an outstanding save to deny Callum Woodward. Hathaway, the hero of Botling Road. Hathaway diving to his right, tipping it onto the post. And the whole arena waited in bated breath to see the ball would cross the line. It did throw towards Willock. Headed away by Francis. Nicholson. And Sphinx got a clear. Woodward. Over to Carl Carey on the left-hand side. Carey in towards Andre Williams, Francis away. And that should be job done for this move of rugby, or will it be? Downs. Brings it to the left, looking for Callum Woodward. Summerfield makes no mistake this time, launches it out for the throw-in. Hathaway's heroics maintain rugby's lead. And now Sphinx sending Stanley Dew for a warm-up. An awkward one for Summerfield there as he lost his footing. He has to slide the ball out under pressure. Downs looking for a route in from the left, can't find one, and now Kane Elliott away. Thumbs it towards Mikey Taylor. Guest marshalling his goalkeeper and tells Woods to stay on his line. And he's got it in the penalty area, Charlie Woods. Woods looking for Willock. Ballinger. First time ball in towards Kyle Carey. There was a hand in the back by Summerfield. Carey staying on his feet, trying to get to the loose ball before Hathaway. It's a battle that Hathaway won. Hathaway. Headed back where it came from by Zito. Jack Downs takes over from Callum Woodward. And a space on the left-hand side for Kyle Carey. He's trying to get himself into this game now. Carey sticks it through for Willock at muscling Francis, but Hathaway too close to it. 11 second half minutes have gone, 34 to go at Butling Road. Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 0 from Callum Woodward, tipped onto the post by Paul Hathaway. Both teams, I should say, have had brilliant opportunities to hit the scoring mark in this second half, but as it stands, we remained at the 1-0 scoreline we had after the break. Foul throw appeals against Ryan Nicholson. Referee says nothing doing. Williams tried the seconds to Downs, but turned away by Kane Elliott. Intercepted by Nicholson. Woodward knew he was offside, could make no attempt to go for the ball. Willock can though, and forces the throw in. And Thomas seems to have hurt himself with a little stamp on the toe. Didn't seem to be anything untoward from Shea Willock, and he can't afford for there to be because he's on a final warning on that yellow card. Stanley Dube coming back from his warm-up. Josh Thomas just taking a little bit of time to get back to his feet, and there's more worries here with Hilton Arthur on the deck. Maybe a touch of cramp for the number 10. The Sphinx faithful behind Paul Hathaway's goal, hoping to see Sphinx craft something here from the throw to be taken by Riley Nicholson. Just the go-ahead from the referee. It's not the best of deliveries from Nicholson, straight to the feet of the first defender. Shark tries to keep it alive, and again can't find a red shirt. Osama Jokin putting Patrick Zito under pressure, and Zito forced to give away the throw-in right on his own doorstep. Great pressure from Rugby Town, who are looking the favourites for the win here. Hagan Corey with ball in hand, Taylor and Asama Joykin. It's with Mikey Taylor. Ethan O'Toole trying to find his way for a sea of red and navy. Across the face of goal. Cross goes from Asama Joykin, but it's kept alive by Taylor in. And brought to feet, or brought to hands I should say, by Charlie Woods. Teo Tucker trying to get it in penalty area from the right hand side, couldn't find a teammate. Alex Locke warming up down the touchline, a favourite here at Rugby Town. Away by Woods. Carey ducked. And was that an elbow in the face of Dan Summerfield? He's gone down holding his head. It certainly was a flailing arm from Kyle Carey, who returns to action today after a couple of weeks out with a resurgence of his hamstring problem. Well, Sphinx's discipline has been left wanting this afternoon. Summerfield still on the deck, and the referee now drags Kyle Carey over to the side. Sphinx can afford to lose their top scorer, but that's exactly what the Valley faithful wants to see. Referee explaining his reasoning to Kyle Carey for the punishment he's about to receive. It is a yellow card for Kyle Carey. And here comes a substitution for Rugby Town. It's Hilton Arthur leaving the field and coming on in his place, Ryan Sahota. Rugby looking to firm up shop with half an hour still to play and with a valuable 1-0 lead in their pockets. And Coventry Sphinx also making an alteration. Callum Ballinger is headed off and replaced by Stanley Jube. Now you'd have to imagine that Jube will head over to the right-hand side of the attack, and Andre Williams will tuck in behind Shea Willock. Or in fact, it looks like Jube is heading over to the left-hand side of the attack, and Kyle Carey will go behind Willock. The two have linked up well in the past. So confirming those changes, Hilton Arthur replaced by Ryan Sahota for Rugby Town after a job well done by the number 10. And for Coventry Sphinx, their second change of the afternoon, Callum Ballinger withdrawn. And on is local lad Stanley Jube. The free kick from halfway out for a goal kick. Sahota couldn't reach it in time. Woods. It's a wayward kick by Charlie Woods. Out of play for a rugby throw before he could reach the halfway line. Throw by Summerfield. Zito finds Jube, volleyed on by Stanley Jube. Great chest control by Shea Willock. Williams may have been offside. Kyle Carey wasn't. It took the eye of the ball for Rugby Town. But Andre Williams, with a goal at his mercy, couldn't find the net for what would have been his first Coventry Sphinx goal. It was a masterpiece of a move for the Sphinx, but the finish was anything but. Well, with chances like that don't get pulled away. You have to start thinking it's not your day. Goalkeeper halfway, headed on by Guest. Williams up for it again. Andre Williams bundled over by Edwin Aginkora. Free kick halfway into rugby territory for Coventry Sphinx. Callum Woodward forward about taking the Sphinx, staring into this free kick. Woodward towards Guest. It's headed away by O'Toole, kept alive by Carey, ducking and diving away from Kane Elliott, trying to keep it alive. It's Carey in towards Andre Williams. Halfway got there first, and it's a foul on the goalkeeper. Williams getting his boot to the ball first. Williams couldn't stop himself. And the referee is going to remonstrate with the Sphinx substitute. Another yellow card for the Sphinx, number 15, Andre Williams, signed from Hinkley LRFC. The attendance has been unveiled as 322 here at venues in the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands, a venue that I've always enjoyed visiting through my media career. A dangerous ball, Shea Willock beyond the goalkeeper, and Willock has scored! It's 1-1 at Botlin Road. Shea Willock with his second goal in Sphinx colours. Beautiful ball from the back. Shea Willock getting the ball ahead of Hathaway. And this time there was nothing the veteran shot stopper could do to deny the Sphinx. Williams made sure to shepherd the ball in.
65th minute, scored by number 9.
He's been waiting and waiting for his next opportunity after a month out with that red card against Bedworth United. Abandonment and cancellations have meant he's had to wait until today. But on his return, he has not disappointed. Welcome home, Shea Willock. He's back on the score sheet, 1-1. Right, it's all to play for now. And Coventry Sphinx are on the march again with Kyle Carey. Overlapping run being made by Jube. Goes into the middle with Shea Willock. Will he go for it again? Pushed off his stride onto a stumble by Ethan O'Toole. Referee says no. Referee tried to clear, down prevents it. But now it's on to Ryan Sahota. And Teo Tucker making the run down the right-hand side, but couldn't meet the ball by Sahota. 23 minutes to go at Botlin Road. Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 1. Shea Willock with the equalising goal. Last time these two sides met, it ended 1-1. That was at Sphinx Drive towards the tail end of last season. Last time Sphinx visited Botlin Road, they were victorious by 2-1. Will we see that again? Well, the game's been so exciting in this second half. We've not had a chance to tell you about the recent scores. Mikey Taylor dragging Patrick Zito down by the shoulder. And now we can try and get you some latest scores. In the Hampton 1, Brentford 4, Wolves 2, Leicester 1, Bournemouth 0, Man City 2, Fulham 1, and West Ham 3, Ipswich 1. And here comes the substitution for Rugby Town. It's the end of the afternoon for Kane Elliott, replaced by Justin Mensah. Well, the emphasis is back on attack for Rugby Town. In the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands, Quorn are 5 at Long Eaton, 2-1 up at home to Bedworth United. Lye beating Reginald Warwick 2-1. It's 1-1 between Shepshed and Baldmere, and Loughborough have pulled one back at Sutton Coldfield. It's now 2-1 in that game. Zito. Slices that clearance, and it'll bounce out on this near side, deep into Sphinx territory. And uncharacteristic mistake from the man who's won more Man of the Match awards than anyone this season for Coventry Sphinx. 2 changes apiece for Rugby and Coventry. Agankora. That's with Mikey Taylor being held from behind by Jack Downs. Muted appeals to the foul, not given. Woodward away. Shea Willock. Shielding well from Liam Francis. Tries to place it through for Kyle Carey. It didn't beat Thomas. Jube in with the challenge. Thomas shields well, and a little tuck from behind by Jube takes Thomas off his feet. Well, this is the sort of game the VAR is needed for an extra 20 quid. They could have had it. 21 minutes to go at Botlin Road. Azumajoykan, cross cleared by Zito. O'Toole. And runs straight into Shea Willock there. He's asking the referee for a foul. Willock did nothing but stand there. And it's back with Paul Hathaway. Launched up by the Kozol legend. And forces Sahota. Can he place it over the goalkeeper? No, he can't. Charlie Woods. I think he was going to get the foul anyway. Sahota one-on-one. If he got that first touch right, then he would have had Charlie Woods on his knees in front of him. But Woods stayed strong, got to the ball first and got the foul. Woodward's header. Willock bundled over from Liam Francis. Referee says no, and Willock has stayed down. O'Toole down the right-hand side of Teo Tucker, the scorer of rugby's first. Can he be the creator of their second? Zito trying to march them away from the box. Willock has stayed down. This could be bad news for the Sphinx, who don't have a striker on the bench. The closest they have is Alex Locke, who has been playing up front in the absence of Willock recently. Side for Osama Jokin. Nicholson, fantastic strength on show, sticks his leg in and just barges the number 11 off the ball. Here's Andre Williams, shields from Agancora. Woodward, no one home to reach that long ball from the captain, but Andre Williams in on Josh Thomas. Mensah forced back home. And with Hathaway. Just trying to calm things down with 20 minutes to play. Shark nods the launch away, and it'll be shepherded into touch by Dan Summerfield, halfway into Sphinx territory. Rugby starting to get their momentum back. Ryan Sahota. That's Damien Osama-Jokin. O'Toole caught in possession by Williams and slid away by Guest. And well, that was a try at a conversion for Liam Francis, but unfortunately he's playing the wrong sport. That one straight out for a goal kick. Unfortunately for Liam Francis, we're playing rugby, not the game. Rugby sending a few of their subs for a warm-up. Cal Martin joining them for Coventry Sphinx. It's Woods stripping to the right-hand side. Now it's nodded out by Osama-Jokin. The rugby number 11 on the halfway line for the Sphinx. Ronnie Nicholson with ball in hand. Sean Thomas wants to see more from his lads. New first team coach Craig Jones hoping to see his works coming off. It's Francis away after the header by Shea Willock, and a throw in halfway into rugby territory. And Woodward's going to leave it for Riley Nicholson, fitting in at right back for the suspended Joe Percy, the player of the season from last year, will be back next game against AFC Rushden Diamonds. Launched in towards Willock. Deft header away by the out-judge Loney, nothing that Hathaway couldn't handle. And the chase is on down the right-hand side. Tucker against Will. It's Finley Shorrock. And the block was made by Shorrock, and the seconds bounced off Teo Tucker's leg. Charlie Woods will take the goal kick. Well, the highlights will be available tonight here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe for more exclusive content from the club throughout the season. And we will be live on there at 20 to 8 on Tuesday night with the trip to AFC Rushden and Diamonds. Williams asking a lot of Carey, and Carey's not going to give up on that one. He's beaten Francis to it. Carl Carey into the area. Can he put it back for Willock? He tried, but it's behind by the goalkeeper. Thomas in there too. I think it was Hathaway who put it behind for the corner. Woodward across to the left wing. Can Sphinx complete the turnaround? Nicholson, Downs, and Shorrock are back. It's nodded away at the near post by Ethan O'Toole. And Shorrock went in for the challenge but loses out. Now Tucker racing down the right-hand side. So Hota's up there, as is Ethan O'Toole. Nicholson jockeying for position with Teo Tucker. Down line towards Mensah, but put out by Riley Nicholson. But from defence to attack in a nanogram. And Nicholson has gone down with an injury. Cal Martin being called back. Martin can play pretty much anywhere across the back line, so it wouldn't be exactly a square peg in a round hole for Coventry Sphinx. And with Percy back on Tuesday, we can easily bring the player of the year back in. And Craig Jones, the first team coach, called over for some assistance. Some cheers from the Valley faithful behind the deck. Well, Jonah may be a pretty good coach, but he's not going to win any Olympic sprints anytime soon. Nicholson receiving some treatment. It's still 1-1 if you're wondering, between Coventry City and Sheffield Wednesday. Jack Rodoni putting the Sky Blues in front before a late equaliser at the end of the first half. Arsenal have taken the lead again against Southampton, now 2-1 at the Emirates. And West Ham 4-1 up at home to Ipswich now. It seems to be an issue with the knees for Rodney Nicholson. Well, Sphinx still do have on the bench Alex Locke, Callum Martin and Ro Nui. You would imagine if Nicholson can't continue, the logical replacement would be Callum Martin. And Craig Jones indicating that Nicholson is okay to continue. Which is good news for the Sphinx. Into the last 14 minutes at Butlin Road. Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 1. Don't change the channel, folks. This is going to be a great end to the game. And off balance, Dan Summerfield's cross goes behind. And Finley Shorrock with a war of words there from with Dan Summerfield. And Coventry Sphinx are going to make an alteration. It's the captain, Callum Woodward, off, and on comes the former Rugby Town favourite, Alex Locke. Lockie was chomping at the bit to get involved in this game. And another change as Cal Martin is set to come on, and we can only assume it's going to be Riley Nicholson. But that change will have to wait. And we can confirm Callum Woodward has been replaced by Alex Locke for the remainder of the game. Into the game. Carl Carey. Willock trying to play through for Sandy Dube, headed away by Liam Francis. We've got to stay strong at the back. Summerfield tries to slide it back into play to that crossfield ball, but was just a pace or two behind it. Shark taking the throw well out of range, but referee allows it. Zito towards Nicholson. Headed on by Ryan Nicholson, Andre Williams in support. Locke. Carey wants it, but it's into the centre circle with Jack Downs pirouettes away from Sahota. And bundled over from behind by Teo Tucker, but the ball was moving as he tried to get the free kick underway. And now it's Finley Shorrock who's leaving the field. So Cal Martin on for Finley Shorrock. A bit of a surprise there, as Shorrock has been playing solidly, although it has to be said this is only Shorrock's second start of the season after a lengthy injury absence. Nicholson obviously is okay to continue the game. So Sphinx going maybe a little more defensively. With just over 10 minutes to go. Bet to leave with points or nothing at all. Guest. I'll try to get his head on that one, but it's away by Thomas only as far as Alex Locke. Locke's going to try one against his old side. He's got them. Sphinx a corner. And he's lost his old team a ball in the process. Well, with Callum Woodward now off the pitch, it's going to be Kyle Carey, the top scorer. He'll take responsibility for the set pieces. Punched by Hathaway. And Alex Locke will go some to keep it in possession of Coventry Sphinx. Plays a 1-2. Tries to drill it left for Kyle Carey, but it's intercepted by Summerfield. And now launched up towards Teo Tucker, who's got Sahota with him. It's over Sahota, who goes to the ground rather softly under challenge of Jack Downs. Referee sees through it. And hoofed upfield by Downs towards Kyle Carey, headed away by Thomas, the captain. Shea Willock with the interception. Looks for Andre Williams. Williams holds the left back at bay. Locke shields from Mikey Taylor. You can see the old rivalry starting to come out now. Here's Locke. Through ball for Williams. Should get there. And does. No, he doesn't, in fact. Waited a little too long to play that ball. But it was a tame cross anyway, so either or, Sphinx wouldn't have kept the ball. Nine minutes left at Butlin Road. Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 1. I think Sphinx could be in front if not for that penalty save from Paul Hathaway. Here's Ryan Sahota, the substitute. Looking for Mikey Taylor, stabbed away by Lewis Guest. Chest control by Kyle Carey. Mensah dispossessed by Locke. Looking for Williams down the right side, cushion back to the keeper, Paul Hathaway by Agancora. The kick onto the head of Ronnie Nicholson. Locke keeps it within the confines of play. As Majokan blocks his path, so he goes to the centre back in Lewis Guest. Patrick Zito. Lobs it left. Well, the target was Stanley Dew, but it's brought to the feet of Summerfield. Damien Azumajokin. Now it's with Mensah, the substitute. Return to Azumajokin. Caught in possession by Nicholson. And now here's Kyle Carey in the centre circle. Can he get Sphinx moving? Asking a lot of Andre Williams there, and it's safely into the area for Paul Hathaway. Sphinx just need to get those final balls right. Zito nods away from Mikey Taylor on the edge of the area. Nicholson, and Zito has gone down with an apparent head injury. Referee's not seen it, so continues play. Zito back on his feet. Carey dinks it off for Stanley Jude, just bounces away from the local lad at number 14. Breaking play here as Rugby prepare for the throw-in. Dan Summerfield throws from his own backyard. Martin in with a challenge. Now Stanley Jube. Williams wants it played through. It's turned away by Thomas. Locke up rather than out. Azumajokin finds Ryan Sahota looking for Mikey Taylor, deflected to him by Patrick Zito. Teo Tucker on the right side, blocked off by Martin. Tucker looking to add to his goal involvement. It's out for the throw, deflected out by Callum Martin, who feels that Tucker got the final touch. The linesman does not agree. Tucker slowing things down along the sky blue side to get into position. The Valley have Sphinx where they want them. 6 minutes to go. O'Toole. Tucker. Even O'Toole again swipes it away from Martin. Tucker. Cross counter off the back of Jube. Now Sphinx start the counter. We'll try to with Jack Downs. Martin. Bobbling ball through the middle. Easy pickings for Mensah. Into the path of Andre Williams. It was momentarily brought in back, but good work by O'Toole to find Agancora in space on the left-hand side. Locke is marshalling the troops. He tries to cover off the number 3. Whipped in towards Mikey Taylor, headed up rather than out by Zito. Woods comes through and claims well. Ronnie Nicholson strides on for Sphinx. Andre Williams, he's got Willett with him. Kyle Carey. Couldn't find his way past Summerfield with a seconds for Towns. Tried to find Carey again. Summerfield is there. Downs tries to cover off the run of Teo Tucker. It's over Cal Martin. Here's Sahota. Zito with a vital challenge. Oh, and taken out on the follow through. Referee says play on. Sphinx have the advantage. Downs, Carey. Mensah with the interception. One-on-one with Kyle Carey, and Carey trying to wrestle it back. Given away cheating by Mensah. Slid on by Jack Downs. Caught on the challenge by Ryan Sahota in the centre circle. Rugby furious, but it is given in favour of the Sphinx. Four minutes left. Rugby 1, Coventry 1, and another change is coming in for Coventry Sphinx. It has to be Roan Nui, the teenage attacker, who's coming on. That will have to wait. Jack Downs to launch it into the danger zone in the closing stages. Guest is up there. Backing onto Liam Francis. Lock. Didn't get the connection on that effort towards goal. Jack Downs keeps it going. It's O'Toole who brings it back into the danger zone by Martin. Hocked on by Guest. Here's Andre Williams who's had a chance to score already. It's out with Kyle Carey. On the edge of the area, Carey goes for it and tipped over the bar by Hathaway. Outstanding save. It had goal written all over it, but Hathaway simply refused to be beaten. Using all of his years of experience to pluck that one out of the air. Carey to take this corner kick, but a little bit of afters there between Guest and I believe it's Agancora. The referee wants an end to it. It was actually Ozama Joykin, the number 11. Well, it could all come down to this. 2 minutes left. Coventry Sphinx corner kick. Kyle Carey on it. It's towards Guest. Headed out towards Alex Locke. Maintains possession. Locke, the former rugby favourite. Out wide with Carey. Locke's with him. Fronted down the line for Alex Locke. Finds Williams. Can he strike? No, he can't. Took a little too long. Willock won't let it die. Zito. It's with Jack Downs. Does he fancy it? Sliding block. Zito. Oh, tried the long range effort, but it has scuffed it to Willock. Zito again. Guest. Looks for Willock. Was Willock brought down the area? No. Referee says no. Both players want a foul there. I believe it was even O'Toole making the block on Shea Willock. Willock feels that he was pulled down. O'Toole feels he was forced down from behind. Referee says it was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. The Sphinx will have to throw on this near side. Nicholson batters towards Stanley Dew, but the foul is given against Sphinx. It's Thomas who's gone down holding his head. And we are now into the final minute of normal time. What a game this has been. Remember to join us this coming Tuesday, midweek action live on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. And Thomas is going to need some help here, the rugby captain. Physio immediately called over. They still have substitutes they can use, Rugby Town. Their substitutes include Callum Ray, who will be the logical choice at centre-back, as well as Barry Fitzharris and Chris Clements. And Sphinx making their final change. It's Kyle Carey leaving the field. He's unhappy about being withdrawn. And Roan Nui is heading on. Gary feels he still has something to offer in the closing stages. But we are now into added minutes. We will hear how many minutes will be played. I would say 4 minutes of added time. Let's have a look through the current scores in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands while the injury delay continues. Long Eaton 2, Bedworth 2. Bedworth equalised in the 88th minute through Elliot Parrott. Corn 5, Grantham 0. 2 for Beswick and 2 for Grantham at Farley Way. Lye picking up a crucial victory as it stands at Racing Club Warwick 2-1, and a goal for former Sphinx favourite Matty Gardner in that one. Rugby 1, Sphinx 1, as we're bringing to you live here on the Sphinx YouTube channel. Shepshed 1, Boldmere 1 at Butthole Lane, still my favourite stadium name in the league. And Sutton Coldfield 2, Loughborough Students 1, and the change is going to be implemented for Rugby Town. Callum Ray, a one-time Coventry United and Coventry Sphinx centre-back, is going to head on for the final couple of minutes to replace the Rugby Town captain. It's the end of a hard-fought afternoon for Josh Thomas, but as it stands, he's earned his side a point. The Valley faithful showing their appreciation for their captain. I have to ask at this stage of the game, who would be the happier to get the point? Would it be Coventry Sphinx or Rugby Town? I don't think either would be particularly pleased, but they couldn't take the full 3 points away. But a draw is certainly better than a defeat. So you'd have to say that Sphinx, 7 minutes of added time have been announced, and we've already played 2. It's away by half away. Mikey Taylor holds up well, looking for Summerfield to slide it away from an oncoming Stanley Jube. Here's Ryan Sahota. Summerfield, Taylor's waiting for it in the area. Volleyed clear by Patrick Zito after a throw-in. Rugby knocking on the door, they're not done yet. Throw in towards Taylor on the right side of the box, covered up by Jack Downs. Downs makes the block from the cross. Jube. Clearance charged down by Sahota, goal kick. Well, this has been a proper derby. It's been tense, it's been feisty. We've seen moments of brilliance and moments of madness. It's exactly what you want a football match to be. Not always beautiful, but always entertaining. Woods. Willock waiting for it. O'Toole goes down in a heap. Sahota. Azumajokan looking for Mikey Taylor. Sliced up into the air by Woods. As Woods scrambles back, it's Zito away, and an ambitious effort by Damien Azumajokan, who struck before he looked up. And if he looked up before he hit the ball, he'd see that Woods was already back in position, and it was a waste for rugby. Woods down the middle looking for Andre Williams. Knocks the ball towards Locke. Jack Downs. Stacked clear by Agankora. Sphinx have time at the back. That can be a dangerous thing at this stage of the game. Zito onto Martin. And now Rowan Nuri avoiding the challenge of Ethan O'Toole. He's got Jube with him. Taking on O'Toole on his own. Referee gives the free kick. And a yellow card for Ethan O'Toole. This could be a vital chance for Coventry Sphinx on the left corner of the penalty area. Oh, to win a game, a derby game at this stage. There are few feelings better, and Coventry Sphinx will have those feelings at the back of their mind as they take this free kick. Still 3 minutes minimum to go in added time. But Sphinx can set it up in their favour with this free kick. Jack Downs, what can you do? Downs in. It's towards Zito at the far post, but well gathered by Hathaway. Now Zito's going to get back. Well, Hathaway in no rush to take it. Wants his players to move out and give him an option. If Rugby were going all out for the win, they'd want to push up a little bit quicker than that. It's towards Teo Tucker. Awkward bounces. Charlie Woods. And Woods screams in the face of Ryan Sahota. Woods feeling that Sahota was out of control, flying in to try and get to that ball. Goalkeeper's always going to have the edge in that one. And some afters there with Roan Nui and Danny Summerfield. It's becoming a very tetchy end to the game for both sides. Williams, brought down from behind by Ray, but gets away to Roan Nui. Jube, cross deflected down by Summerfield, is a throw-in level with the box. 90 seconds of added time to go. Throws to Willock. Jube, deflected out of O'Toole, it's a corner. Guest and Zito heading up, Nicholson and Martin back. And only Teo Tucker remains up for what could be the final attacking opportunity of the game. Less than 40 seconds of added time remain. Jack Downs on the corner on the left side. Spinks' last hope towards Locke and sacked away the near post by Summerfield at the expense of a throw halfway into Spinks territory. As long as they don't get caught on the counter here, Spinks are guaranteed a minimum of a point. Can they go for all three? Downs to Willock, through to Locke, lifted it up but brought down by Taylor. Tucker stays up, but it'll be Charlie Woods who gathers it in the penalty area and immediately gets Spinks on the way. Cal Martin receives the throw. The 7 minutes has elapsed. Jack Downs on his own. Needs some help here. Is he going to get it from Jube? No, he isn't. The referee says no, foul. Sahota. Osman Majoikin looking for Teo Tucker, who scored Rugby's goal. He's not going to reach it. Nicholson with the interception. Locke. Riley Nicholson through the centre circle to Jack Downs. Leading Spinks' charge. It's Jack Downs still going. Williams, Nui with him. Everyone back for Rugby. It's a back to the walls job as Locke puts it in. Looking for Stanley Jube, who got the last touch on that one. It will be a corner. For a moment I thought it took a touch of Jube on the way through, but Summerfield has put it out for the corner kick. Surely it's the last chance. Coming to the end of an 8th minute of added time, and Spinks again prepare for a corner. And this time, it's Roan Nui who will take the responsibility. It's Nui, again doesn't meet the first man. O'Toole shields from Callum Martin. Scuff clearance from Summerfield after another throw-in on the halfway line, and play continues once more. It's looking more and more likely it will end in a 1-1 draw. And heartbreak for Coventry City right at the end. They've conceded a winning goal for Sheffield Wednesday in the 93rd minute. Well, that same fate before Rugby. Jube dragged down by Summerfield, and a bit of afters there. Long ball up from the right-hand side, nodded out by Zito. And Stanley Jube not happy with the conduct of his Rugby counterpart. But at this stage of the game, the referee not interested. O'Toole. Tucker's waiting for it, doesn't reach him thanks to Zito. Chest control and clearance by Callum Martin. And the referee brings to an end a proper derby match. If not for a stunning save from the spot from Paul Hathaway, Coventry Sphinx would be leaving with all 3 points. But Teo Tucker's opener, followed by Shea Willock's second goal in Coventry Sphinx colours, means it's honours even at Butlin Road. A tense, incredible match as the sides are still getting into each other after the final whistle. Well, derbies don't always finish at the final whistle, but what an afternoon of football we have seen at Butlin Road. Final score in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands, Rugby Town 1, Coventry Sphinx 1. Well, that's all we've got time for here on the Sphinx YouTube channel. We're back on Tuesday with a trip to AFC Rushden Diamonds. We hope you can join us for that. The highlights will be available tonight on the Sphinx YouTube channel. Until we meet again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.